Hi everyone, I'm here today as your rabbi. I obviously can't come to you and you can't come to me, but I can come to you in this way by inviting you into my home to spend a few minutes with you, to address what I imagine are most of the questions on your mind, and to give you some Jewish answers. And to share with you not only as your rabbi, but as a husband and as a dad and as a son, about how we can all go through this together in a way that's meaningful and even beautiful, despite the obvious fear that comes with it. The first thing I want you to know is that our campuses are closed for everything. Services will be live streamed. You can access them through the links on the Temple website. Our schools are no longer in session on campus, but all of our students are doing online learning. Our faculty are trained, they're producing content, and we're trying to reach out and be connected to you in as many ways as possible. You're going to hear more from me, you're going to hear more from your other clergy. I'm going to be spending some time interviewing experts who I think have advice that's important to you as a member of the Temple. And we're going to go through this by being in touch as often and as deeply as possible, and we're going to go through it together. Those of you who've been to the Irmis campus know there's a bridge that you walk under when you enter the campus, and there's a Hebrew saying on that bridge. It's from Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav, and in English what it says is, all of the world is a narrow bridge, and the essential thing is not to be afraid. We need to find a way, somehow, to just keep taking one step at a time forward with the people we love. Plagues are not a new phenomenon for Jews. Any of us who celebrate Passover know that. In fact, I want us all to think back to that prayer, the Unatana Tokef prayer that we say on the High Holy Days. You know it. It's the one that asks, who by fire, who by water, who by flood, who by plague, who by strangling, who by murder. All of these fears that our ancestors held are articulated in that prayer. They also give us the antidote to those fears. In other words, how is it that Jews are supposed to behave in a world filled with fear and danger? First, teshuvah. What is teshuvah? It's tending to our relationships. This is the time to double down on your relationships, to invest time and sensitivity in your marriage, in your children, in your parents, in your brothers and sisters, and in your friends. Second, tefillah. The Hebrew word for prayer is tefillah. It comes from the word lahitpalel, which means to turn inward, to examine ourselves, to be introspective. That's the role of prayer in this moment. This is the time to turn inward and ask ourselves, what are we made of? And then finally, tzedakah. So it's teshuvah, tefillah, and tzedakah at the end of that prayer as antidote to fear. And tzedakah is really about generosity. This is the time to evidence generosity for others. And by the way, this includes others who we don't even know. That's what staying home, that's what washing hands, that's what social distancing is all about. It's not really so much about keeping the people that we're intimate with safe because we're already close to them. It's about keeping people we will never know as safe as possible. And in a way, that's a transcendent and beautiful giving thing. And true, it's really the essence of tzedakah. And if we do these things, and we'll go through this together, we'll go through it in a far more beautiful and meaningful way. And that's my hope and my prayer for every one of you.